As you might have experienced, your evening routine can make or break your sleep and your kids' sleep. So listen ahead for the 7-minute flow to reset your body and your nervous system so that everyone gets deeper rest. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Anjali. I'm the founder of Back in Balance. I'm a non-cracking, non-popping chiropractor and an integrative functional medicine specialist. So today we're going to be talking about one of the most underrated tools for better health, calmer families, and fertility support after the age of 35, your evening routine. Now, when I say evening routine, most people either roll their eyes because who has time for that, or they picture this 15-step ritual with candles and herbal teas and 30 minutes of journaling. And that's not what we're going to be doing here. I want you to think about your evenings as a rhythm and not a checklist, because a rhythm is predictable, it's repeatable. And for your nervous system and for your kids' nervous systems, rhythm equals safety. So, why does this matter? Because the way you close your day sets the tone for how deeply you sleep, how well your hormones reset, and how much energy you'll have tomorrow. And if you're parenting littles while also navigating preconception, pregnancy, or just the reality of being 35 plus, sleep is gold. So today, I'm going to share with you a 7-minute evening flow that works for both parents and kids. We're going to cover simple posture resets, breath work, and family cues that shift your body out of go, go, go mode and into that rest and repair mode. Because here's the truth. If you've ever collapsed into bed at 11 p.m., scrolled on your phone, and then wondered why you can't fall asleep, your nervous system never got the message that the day was actually done. So let's talk about how to change that with something realistic you can start tonight. But let's first talk about why evenings matter for regulation. Because a lot of us think about what we do during the day and resetting our nervous system to regulate. But sleep isn't just about physical rest. It's when your brain can actually consolidate all the memories from the day, your hormones can repair, and your immune system does its best work at night. So for women 35 plus, disrupted sleep means more inflammation, less fertility, and more stress reactivity. So this was true for me for much of my life. I really didn't value getting that rest and getting that sleep because I just figured I can sleep later, right? I don't need to sleep so much or go to bed at a certain hour. To me, it felt like that evening time was my time. However, I didn't recognize the impact that it had on my nervous system regulation. And so when I started becoming more regulated and having a better rhythm in my sleep, I started to notice some remarkable changes. And for kids, poor sleep shows up as meltdowns, harder mornings, or even just immune dips during the school season. So the translation to this is that if evenings are chaotic, the whole family's nervous system will suffer. So these are the 3 phases of a nervous system wind down. We would begin with decompression. So start by shaking off the day physically. That can look like a few cat-cow exercises, really emphasizing on moving from your low back and tailbone junction rather than focusing on just moving from the muscles in between your shoulder blades. Doing really gentle spinal twists. So we're not trying to elicit a cracking response here. This is not that type of movement, but a really gentle twist or even a quick stretch. My favorite one to actually do is the face washing stretch. We have a YouTube channel for all the different stretches, but the face wash stretch is one of my favorite ones because you can do it anywhere, anytime, and it doesn't require any equipment. And there are a lot of modifications depending on your abilities that can still signal to the body our day is done. And then as we transition out of decompression, we go into a transition cue. And that can look like softening the lights, having soft voice tones, maybe using some lavender oil or diffusing some kind of essential oils to instill some of that calmness to our nervous system, because our nervous system is also going to take its cues from the environment. And then the last part is having connection. And this can be really something short, but it could be relational. So it could be story time. It could be a reflection question like, what felt good today? Or even just taking a moment to breathe together. So the 7-minute family flow is broken down as follows. In minute 1, put the devices away, dim the lights. Minute 2 to 3, do some gentle stretches or a posture reset together, whether bringing the arms overhead, rolling your shoulders, or doing a spinal gentle twist. Minutes 4 and 5 are breathing cues. Maybe doing a humming breath for your kids, and that could be humming your favorite song or taking a 4-7-8 breath for parents. This is a really good type of breathing exercise, especially when we're trying to downregulate and get ready for bed. So 4-7-8 means that you would breathe in for a count of 4 seconds, you would hold your breath for 7 seconds, and you would exhale slowly for the count of 8 seconds. So having double the length of an exhale as compared to the inhale helps to signal more of a parasympathetic response, which is that rest or repair sensation in the body. Minute 6 would be to ask your kids, ask yourself one reflection question. What's one thing that felt good today? And kids may share silly answers, and that's totally fine. This is an idea of creating that rhythm of how we end our day by reflecting on something positive. And then minute 7 is a soft sound cue. It could be nature sounds. It could be listening to binaural beats. It can be listening to a favorite lullaby or a favorite song that is a soft tone. And this works for parents that are solo, but it's even more powerful when you do it as a family because predictability is what leads to safety and leads to better sleep. So, what did you notice as we walked through that flow? Maybe part of you is thinking, this is too simple to matter. But that's exactly the point because regulation doesn't happen out of complexity. It happens because of consistency. So your nervous system doesn't need more supplements, more gadgets, more hacks. It needs the signals of safety over and over again. And the evening is the perfect time to send those signals. So for women in the preconception window, this matters deeply. Rest is when your body prioritizes hormone balance, egg quality, and repair. And for parents, modeling a healthy wind down shows your kids that rest isn't negotiable, it is normal. So here are some reflection questions as you leave today. What's one cue your body already uses to signal the evening? Maybe you already dimmed the lights, or maybe it's brushing your teeth. The next question is, what's one new rhythm you'd like to add for your family this week? And lastly, how would it feel to have those evenings that end with calm instead of chaos? So if you're ready to put this into practice, grab the structural reset guide that I created for you. Inside, you'll find evening posture flows that take under 5 minutes, sleep position hacks that support your spine and your nervous system, and simple breath practices to help your whole family reset. It's free, it's practical, and you can start tonight. You'll find the link below. And if you love this conversation, share it with another parent or friend who's struggling with sleep. Sometimes we just need permission to slow down and a simple plan to make it possible. So thanks for joining me today. Here's to deeper sleep, calmer families, and bodies that feel ready to rest and repair. I'll see you next week.